Well, the website is paramount, first of all, right? It has to be easy to use, has to be easy to navigate. Customers should be able to take themselves most of the way through the process on the website. And then you're there for any inquiries that they have outside of that, which also means that communication through the website has to be key, whether it's some type of live chat service. I know we have a textable phone line for our dealership, which goes through to any of the available sales reps, but that means that that person is getting instant engagement on the vehicles that they're interested in as soon as they're still on that page looking at it, because there's nothing worse than submitting a lead and no one getting back to you for another 30, 35 minutes, and then you've totally moved on to a different vehicle by then. It's about keeping the audience captive in the ease of use and in the response time. Getting out of date models off the website, stuff that's already gone. And the other thing is, as soon as something comes in, having a system set up where that vehicle is on the website. And one of the best practices that I've found is, as soon as that sales rep takes in a trade-in, if that's where you're sourcing your used vehicle from, they're just shooting a quick, hey, this is a 2016 Honda Civic that came on the lot, just was traded in, telling a little bit about the story of the vehicle, and just getting something up there right away. You know, you can even say, excuse the mess, we just got it in on trade, but I had to show this thing off. And just as long as you've got your up-to-date inventory on the website, that's going to be the first step to making sure you grow the used cars inventory, the used car business.
Can I just add something on this chat too? I mean, a lot of us cop out by doing these third-party chats, these bot chats, and customers read right into it. I've seen the chats as I get the lead, and they're just pissed off by the end of it. They're asking questions, they're not getting answers, and they're moved on. And that's really a big part about this as well, about being online, is you need to have somebody that knows the information, that can actually answer it, and is going to be direct with them. You can't drag this on, like you said, okay, I'll get you a sales rep in 35 minutes. I'm sorry, I moved on to the next guy. Or I've asked you 3 questions and you can't seem to answer any of them. Again, I'm moving on to the next guy. You need to have people that are controlling this chat that actually know what they're doing, and stop just copying out on these third-party bots or companies that are literally just basically message handlers.
Yeah, it's a good point. I did some testing with a third-party dealership that had third-party, and what's your name? And I said, or are you interested in a car? Or what car are you interested in? And I said, I'm not interested in a car today. Thank you, I'm not interested in a car today. How much more? And it was, so instead of, because you're looking for a name, right? So they took that and responded as, you know, I'm not interested in a car as my name, and it just came across incredibly unprofessional. And I think chat is fantastic. I think the ability to directly interact with a consumer in real time is fantastic.
And on their terms.
And on their terms.
This isn't direct.
No, it has to be direct. And the only other thing that I would say is, you know, with websites, and I visit a ton, and I visited a ton as COO watching what the dealers were doing. Some are incredibly intrusive. Every time you lift it up, the pop-ups are ridiculous. I mean, I think I've probably jumped off of sites more in the last, I would say, year or so with that scenario in place, because I just want to see something. I don't want all the junk. So I'm in big favor of dealerships that have the live chat button bottom right or over on the left. It's there if you want to use it, and it's noticeable, but it doesn't pop up and multiple pop-ups and being intrusive into what the customer is really trying to do, which is search something out on your site.
And like I think it came up in one of the panels yesterday, we're constantly being compared in time-wise, how long it takes them to pull up Netflix or DoorDash or whatever it is on their phone. And if they can't access a person in that same amount of time, they'll lose interest and move on.